See that? That's what's gonna kill everyone. Any second now. Doesn't matter who you are, who you pray to, black or white, straight or gay, rich or poor. Yep, it's Judgment Day, the actual apocalypse. And where am I? In Slough. Or rather, under Slough. Watching it on telly.
Yumi and the Apocalypse is a multi-stranded comedy drama about the last 34 days of mankind.
There is a comet hurtling toward the Earth. That's how the show opens. And of course there's mass pandemonium.
This weird hodgepodge of people are trapped underneath the Earth in a bunker.
In Slough.
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 Underneath Slough.
And then we go back in time about 34 days to see how this group of people managed to find their way to the bunker.
You start with 4, maybe 5 different stories going on, and you have no idea how they're going to relate other than the fact that these are all characters faced with the idea that it's the end of days.
It is with great sadness that I must tell you that the comet is now on a direct collision course with Earth. It will strike us in just 34 days' time.
The thing that attracted me to the story originally was the writing itself and a tone that's very rare, I think, which is that it's a very sophisticated comedy and yet it has a human warmth to it.
There is a massive rock headed this way.
I know, which is why I'm writing my bucket list. How do you spell menage?
There's a story with Megan and Jenna, which is about these 2 fugitive women crossing America.
You're okay in there, hon?
Not really.
My character is incarcerated in a prison in New Mexico. She's a white supremacist. And Jenna Fisher's character gets put in the same prison, but she's wrongly imprisoned because she's sort of taking the heat for something that her son did.
When the announcement of the end of the world comes, she's broken out of prison. She has to go on the run.
She and I are out on the lam, trying to hide out, trying to get back to our families.
I think it's sort of a beautiful thing about the project is that it brings unlikely people together and then they grow from it.
Where are you going?
Home!
There's a story with Rob Lowe and Gaia, who are people who work for the Vatican.
Do you have doubts, Celine, about your faith?
Yes.
Good. There's no faith without doubt.
Father Jude is not immune to his vices. Probably drinks more than he should. He certainly smokes more than he should. And I think he'd like to have sex more than he should.
Sister Celine is probably a bit naive because of the lack of life experience that she's had. As things unfold, she's quickly gonna learn that life is not just about being in a convent and surrounded by sisters and praying all day, that's for sure.
So that's it. You're just going to go back to the convent. You don't want to see the world.
Not with you, no.
And there's a story set in Slough and around Britain with Matthew Bainton's character and his friends.
Jamie is a bank manager. He's someone who, every time he's tried to get something, has fallen short somehow, apart from one thing, which was this woman, Layla, who he couldn't believe fell in love with him when he fell in love with her. But then, sure enough, as with everything in his life, it was then taken away from him. So when we find him, he's in a real sort of routine, which he's clinging on to because it feels safe.
What happens if I do this? Uh-oh, no, he's out of his comfort zone. Heart pounding, palms clammy. Embrace it. This is therapy. Embrace the chaos.
Good news, I'm also timing it on my watch. So there.
Jamie is only about like planning and like job and like this thing that has no kind of spontaneity or fun.
Is this you teaching me to embrace the chaos? You've burnt your mouth, haven't you?
Seriously, Jamie, these routines are killing you. You need to get some life back in your life.
The apocalypse is sort of just what he needs to start living, ironically.
In television, most things are kind of normal, so it's always nice when you read a bit of television that's seriously insane.
It's time to brace ourselves, to say goodbye.
And this is 3.5 stories which are completely mad, and it ends in the world getting destroyed by a meteorite, and that seemed suitably odd.
It's really clever, it's really involved, it's funny, it's dark.
Thank you all for watching. I hope we'll meet again.
The end of the world is coming. What would you do? character of Father Jude is a pretty complex, rich character. You know, he's sort of a misanthrope, which I like, and I was drawn to the character's sort of charm and wit.
If I were like my character of Rhonda and I was separated from my family, I would spend the whole time trying to get to them.